Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were there. Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Tyler Mills, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Okay. uh, sorry about all that. Uh, I was just enjoying the menu music because, if I'm being honest, it's one of my favorite pieces of music from any game. It's just I've been stuck with it for a long time. But anyway, you might be thinking, why am I playing Plants vs. Zombies again? Well, it's simple. I was encouraged by my friend Derek to to continue this game, even though the first episode barely got any attention. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm gonna have fun with it because that's what I really like about this game. It's so fun, you know? I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue on adventure 1-6. Yeah, I should probably not do that. Do you want to continue your current game or restart the level? Well, before we restart the level, I gotta do something over here. Okay, now we're gonna restart the level. So, oh, there's two shown. Okay. So we're just gonna start off like normal. We're gonna plant our sunflowers right here. And then we're gonna collect our sun. So that we can build up our defense like normal. But yeah. Another reason that I wanted to play this game again was because I wanted to try out Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, but I've heard a lot of mixed things about it, but I'm not going to let all the negative things get me down. From what I've heard, it's mostly accurate, except for a few issues here and there, but I don't know. I've just been really anticipating a release from this franchise for so long that even though it's like a slightly crappy remaster of the game, it's still nice to realize that one of my franchises came back in a small way, kind of like with Dead Rising and the Dead Rising Deluxe remaster. But yeah, like I don't know about any of you, but ever since I first played this game when I was a kid, it's been just ridiculously fun to come back to this game every once in a while. Sometimes all the time, but not really all that often anymore because I've been trying to get into other games lately, even though some of them really aren't that great. I think a decent example I can come up with is, okay, these guys are going to be a little bit of a problem, so we're just going to plant a walnut here. Anyway, one of the games that I've been trying to play is Assassin's Creed Origins. And you have every right to ask why, but the answer why is because, I don't know, I've really, really been bored of so many other games lately. Some of the ones like Call of Duty, like there's just so many games that have been failing that I really don't want to play anymore. So the fact that we have Plants vs. Zombies here is a testimony as to how decent a game can be at times. But even then, all good things do come to an end, and honestly, I think the downhill start, like the start of the downfall for this franchise was probably Plants vs. Zombies 2, because they fired the original director of this game. and some of the other people too, which some of you may find reminiscent of how Krafton treated the original Key 3 developers of Subnautica 1, who were developing Subnautica 2. But I don't even know why I compared it to that, but oh well. Can't really be that good of a comparer sometimes. Okay. Alright. So, this thing right here I kind of like to use, but yeah, we're just getting started here. Alright. We're gonna build 2 rows of sunflowers because this is a 2 flag level. The first of several, but nothing really too crazy about it. Since you like eating brains so much, have one that blows your mind. That was crappy. I'm sorry. One thing I should mention about the soundtrack is more or less something on my end. I tend to listen to the soundtrack whenever I'm doing something random. Like, if I'm just laying around somewhere, I can just listen to the music and go from there. But most of the time, I really don't, for some reason. I mean, everybody has their own, like, little tunes they hum to every once in a while, but not everybody can find a... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Oh, you're gonna get some when you're dead. Okay, so I was watching a playthrough of this game by Nintendo Capri Sun. I'll go ahead and put his link in the description. But I watched his playthrough of this game, and in the second part, he explained how these pea shooters can actually kind of break the game on, like, lower end systems. And it's just, I don't know, I'm kind of glad that I don't have a lower end device, but like at the same time, this one isn't all that great either, because it has kind of a iffy graphics card and video card and all that yada yada bullshit. But also, in that Bloodborne video that I made not too long ago, I made the effort to fight Jorah, the hunter that is on top of the tower with the Gatling gun in Old Yharnam. And I honestly don't know why I tried to fight him, because I had 10,000 echoes, but I just decided to go for it anyway. I think it's like a mindset that I have when it comes to Souls-like games, where I try to finish every boss that I can, or like every single enemy, that is within the game. But less or not, sometimes it just leads me to my own grave. Which is the unfortunate truth, but that's the way it rolls. But yeah, you can make fun of me in the comments for just making a total ass of myself and all that. Come on, sir. Join your friends in the void. Thank you. A huge wave of zombies is approaching. Well, I have a good solution. And I say, first up, and then, cherry bomb! Alright, now we got La Chompa. My French is really not that great. But, these plants I don't really care for that much because, they kill a zombie instantly, but they take like 30 seconds to a minute to recharge or whatever. So, like, if you're using the walnut strategy of placing one of these behind a walnut, then it's good. I should stop rambling and just get on to the next level. But, yeah. So now we got these guys, Buckethead zombies, coming in, and you'll notice that I only have space for 6 plants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the sunflower, the potato mine, pea shooter, walnut, chomper, and cherry bomb. And then that should be a decent combo for me to use. But I should also mention that the audio in the first video that I did of this was like all sorts of messed up. I don't know how to deal with that if it ever occurs on this. Like if it occurred somewhere in the beginning, then I won't know because I was just, you know, dancing around like a excuse me. I was just dancing around like a puppet. But oh, sorry about that. I don't know why I'm yawning. But I do appreciate your concern. You'll also notice here that this is where things kind of start to vary. because you're only gonna... No, I shouldn't be talking about that part. I don't even know what I'm saying. But, pretty much, after these, like, first few levels is when the game kind of starts to get a little difficult. But even still, it's not that bad. Like, there are some levels later on where it kind of... I don't even want to talk about that part. Okay, so these guys take a lot of hits, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place Stamina Chomper right here in front of a walnut. And you'll see what I mean right here. Oh, little death animation right there. I didn't even notice it. So now, while he's chomping on the zombie, he's protected by the walnut, so if I wanted to, I could place a pea shooter here, which, you know what I'm actually going to do, since, you know, there's a zombie right here. I'm going to plant another one here. Aw, man, I wanted to preserve his smile. That's sad. Alright, now we got one of my favorite plants. The Repeater! As you can see right here, it says fires 2 peas at a time. Which, you know, it's a fair trade. In comparison to the regular pea shooter, which... I typically replace the pea shooter with the Repeater. Just to kind of save something. But also, I should mention that this is like the only level in the game that showcases all the zombies that you fight so far. Because it's... the display of zombies before you start a level is random. It can range from anything. So, we got some normal ones, 6 normal ones, a cone head, a bucket head, and a pole vaulter. But that's not going to stop me from defending my house, is it? No, it's not. So let's go ahead and defend it again. I'll go with that. Why not? And we're going to plant down 2 sunflowers again, because this is a 2 flag level. Oh, trust me, pal, you're not going to get any. Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm just so focused on trying to get my defenses up. But I'm waiting for all of the zombies to really start coming in. Like here. Hey, what's this? Hmm. You found a note. Hello. We are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Okay. If you want to fight, I'll give you a fight. Come on. Oh, that's quite a lot. but I have my plants and skill. Oh, here comes the music. Oh, I love this music so much. So this is honestly one of my favorite types of levels from the entire game, because it allows you to use everything that you have gotten at that point, and just allows you to take it all on the Hordes of the Dead, which I personally think is great. And this music accompanying it makes it so much better. Like, I realize I may get a copyright claim on it, but I don't care, honestly. I'm enjoying this level. Like, it doesn't matter how old I get or how many times I play this, I will always enjoy this level because it is simply just awesome. Like, I love these types of levels, as I've said already. But yeah, you guys let me know what type of levels are your favorite in the game. And I don't mean like the stages or whatever, because we do have different stages to go through, but we don't necessarily have what am I thinking? We have stages and we have levels. So this is level 1-10, as you can see in the bottom right. Excuse me. And like, these levels just get crazier in the later stages. Like, I couldn't even make this up if I tried. Do 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 do. Alright, we're coming up onto the last part of the level, which means we're gonna have to use everything. Just wait. Now! Alright. A little bit of a overwhelming finish for them, but oh well. Okay, so now we have our first mushroom plant. The puff shroom. Shoots sport. No, I can't talk. Shoots short-ranged spores at the enemy. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode here. It's kind of weird coming back to a game that I didn't finish because it didn't really get that much attention, but I don't really care. Some of these just really come into my head as just like a little bit of a surprise here and there, but yeah, let me know what you think of Plants vs. Zombies and what your favorite piece of music is, what your favorite level is, like whatever. Let me know in the comments, and I will send in a link for you to check out Nintendo Capri Sun's playthrough on this game. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if this happens to be the first video that you see by me, please do consider subscribing to become a part of the channel for new things daily. And if you want to keep track of me, make sure to ring the bell so you get notified about my latest videos. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!